Hello, welcome back to another video. Unfortunately, it's been a bit of a while since I worked on this project because um, other aspects of my course have taken priority. However, I have been doing some prep, and within this video, I'd like to tackle the other assets, the other fruit assets that I want to use in my scene. So if I just jump over to my latest version, this is my kind of final finished scene for the orange flavored variant of the drink, and this is what it kind of looks like. The orange looks really realistic. The skin could do being powered up a bit in terms of brightness. However, I'm really happy with it, and I basically want to get all of the other fruit assets up to that quality level. So today I'm going to be taking some images which I have already prepped in Photoshop. So I've got a blood orange texture here, or image, and then a grapefruit image as well here. And I want to be taking them into cinema and then try and make them as realistic as possible. I have tried experimenting this a bit off camera and it hasn't worked so well, so I think what I might have to do is take this initial orange image, take it to Photoshop and edit it in terms of colour to represent the different fruits. Obviously the blood orange is not going to be that red, that looks silly and not realistic, so this is going to be interesting, which I'll all tackle in the time lapse. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this, and I will come back next and discuss after the time lapse my progress. So thanks very much for watching, and enjoy the time lapse. Hello, and welcome back from the time lapse. So within that, I was basically showing myself in Photoshop and how I was cutting out the faces for the different fruits, and I was basically cutting it out using Command C, Command X, and then Command V to copy the selection, cut it from the layer, and then paste it in a new layer. And then I used a camera raw filter to basically change the colours here. So this is the blood orange that I've got, and you can kind of see if I zoom in a little bit, you can kind of see without getting too distorted that where it kind of transitions from it being white in the I guess in the rind basically to the kind of orange pigment around the outside, that kind of transition, and that is actually the line at which the fruit was, like the flesh I guess, was cut out from. So that's the actual line border. Yeah, and then once I'd done the camera raw filter, I then selected both layers and merged them together, and that kind of finished it off really. And because so this is the original image, and because this looks so good anyway, it looks quite photorealistic, just having this with the slight color change actually sets it off quite nicely, especially as well. I think the angle at which the fruit is at is quite complementary. So yeah, it's quite nice. It's quite nice. I do like the blood orange, and I have played around with the different skin textures as well. So here's the grapefruit. I'm not so sure on the grapefruit. I've been playing around with it, and here I've got two different variants. I'm not sure if it's too bright or if it's not pink enough, but overall the skin's nice. I couldn't really get like a nice yellow. This is as close as I could get it, because this is still a bit orangey. But if I tried to push it up to yellow, the skin just kind of turned like a really light green, and it didn't look good. But overall, I'm going to have to see how this plays out with the other assets, with the bottle and in the glass. So I'm not too sure on that. I'm going to keep the variants, just create new ones, but overall it still looks pretty good. And then here is just the original, the orange, the regular one, which I've already posted before. Yeah, and this is just the kind of the progression. So obviously, as it is the same image, they're all the same. However, I do plan on rotating this object a bit, as in, so if this point was here, I would then rotate it clockwise or anti-clockwise, so that the pattern isn't exactly the same in each render. And as well, I might change the angle a slight bit or twist it a bit more, just so there's a little bit of inconsistency within the renders to kind of give the illusion, not trick, but give the illusion that they are cross sections of different fruits, which they are, well, sort of, anyway. But this is kind of where I'm at so far. So obviously, this is the object. I've been playing around with the displacement as well. So it's a real slight difference. However, if I get quite close in, you can see it, especially with the perimeter. You can see how how it kind of just makes it a tiny bit irregular. So it's quite noticeable up by this top corner here. And that irregularity is quite good as well. It makes it more realistic because nothing's a perfect sphere in nature. If you look at your oranges in the fruit bowl, they're never perfect spheres. So yeah, been playing around the displacement. There's different directions. You've got vertex, normal, spherical, and planar. So they all give different like kind of variations. And then obviously playing around with strength, it's all a bit kind of different. You know, it just gives different looks. Some are a bit more unrealistic than others. I think I stuck with planar or spherical. Yeah, it might have been spherical. But yeah, this is currently where I'm at. For the next part, I'm now going to. So this is the latest project, and this is where I pulled all the original textures in from. However, I'm now going to have to kind of readjust the liquid colours to suit the fruit, or do a bit of balancing between both to try and make it look good, because the initial colour for, so on here right now is the grapefruit. I think this is meant to be the grapefruit colour, and obviously this colour doesn't match that, and it just looks completely bizarre. But the actual blood orange colour, the liquid material, actually suits that a lot more. So maybe it's just a matter of playing around with the colours of the liquids, the absorption distances, etc., etc., and then just adding that ice cube in the glass. But for now, I think this is going to wrap up for this week's update. I wanted to make point of this, as getting quite close to the deadline now, instead of posting every little thing, I'm going to be posting weekly updates to show where the project has come up to, because it takes a lot of time to edit and then upload to YouTube and then put on the blog and type all about it. But I feel that's what's best, so I'm going to try that out, see how that goes. And if it doesn't, then I'll just revert back, but I'm going to give it a go. So thanks very much for watching. If you haven't seen any of the other stuff, go back and look at that. If not, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you later.